Welcome to Arise. Have you ever read something in the Bible and you're like, you know what, that just doesn't hit me in the right way? I'm not really quite sure about that. So I was reading in the commentary, and that's actually the part that bothered me, is because they were saying that Peter was in pride for what he was stating. Jesus just said that it was harder for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven than a camel to get through the eye of a needle. And then they ask, well, then how can anybody get in? And Jesus says, for man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. And I do believe, if you listen to yesterday's, you'll see that is in reference to Jesus talking about how this young man wanted to be perfect. So basically he was comparing his perfection to Jesus's perfection, because we all know that Jesus didn't sin. We all know that he did only what he saw the Father doing, and that he lived the perfect life, and with that he could be our perfect sacrifice. So when we're then talking where Peter afterwards says, well, then we have left everything, so what are we going to get? Now that can be like, wow, Peter, you are really greedy. And that is kind of what my commentary says, but I was like, I don't think so, because then Jesus wouldn't have been so excited to share with him the next thing that he shares. So let me read that to you in Matthew chapter 19, starting in verse 28. So here we have, Jesus says to them, assuredly I say to you, that in the regeneration, when the Son of Man sits on the throne of his glory, you who have followed me will also sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Jesus seems really excited to be able to share with them what they are going to do when they get to heaven, because of all they have left behind in order to follow him. And he goes on, and everyone who has left houses or brothers or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and inherit eternal life. That's amazing. So it seemed to me that Jesus wanted to share. So I don't think Peter was in pride at all. He just wanted to know, what's it going to be like for us?